Yeah, yeah. DC Zone, Smoke D, oh yeah. In the club, baby, come on.
Players come to play, ballers come to ball. Women come to flirt, and groupies do it all. The haters come to fight, and throw them out the club. These people come to party, everybody show some love. Players come to play, ballers come to ball. Women come to flirt, and groupies do it all. The haters come to fight, and throw them out the club. These people come to party, everybody show some love.
Smoke D, tip the dub, now I'm up in the club. Ladies scream my name straight, showing some love. My cousin in the corner gave a brother some dap. He can talk a fool to death, but I ain't trying to rap. Walk to the bar, but you know I don't drink. I ginger ale and ice, I'm feeling alright. Had some Bama at the table, sleep drunk as a skunk. Hennessy was in this cup, then he's throwing it up. Checking out the ladies coming up to the door. My favorite jam's on, so I'm up on the floor. Doing a little something with this cutie I know. Trying to see if I can take her home for sure. The night is still young, but I'm playing it cool. And hoping these Bammers don't be acting a fool. You only live once, is how we living it up. You know that's how we do it when we up in the club. Come on.
Players come to play, ballers.
Hello, and welcome to the Gary GULLUH radio show. Today in studio, I got a guest I would love you to get to know. Live and direct in full effect is talented musician K.O. That's K.O.
What's up? Thanks for having me, brother.
How you feel, man?
I'm feeling good. That's good. Thank you, G. We go way back, man.
We go back. Yeah. So, K.O., why don't you tell me and my viewers who you are and what you do?
Well, they call me K.O. Growing up in Washington, D.C., I'm a native Washingtonian of 62 years. I'm still doing this thing. Lil Joe that runs sound for JY, he say, K.O., you gonna be older than Chuck Brown still playing go-go. And Chuck said to me, son, they don't live to be that age. And he right, man. Y'all gotta put down the guns, man. Stop killing each other. I'm not here to preach to y'all. I'm here to tell y'all a little about myself. Like I said, I'm a native Washingtonian. 62 years. Grew up in this neighborhood too. My mother grew up right on 8th and H, right down the street before the riots. This building right here where we're doing this interview is the old Washington Coliseum building. Man, we used to come to this place and party back in the day. I used to love it because I could walk down the street and come to the go-go, especially like during Christmas time and all that stuff. I could still go to my grandmother's house and get some food. Get some good food and and come on to the go-go. But I've been playing this. I'm a saxophonist. I've been playing the saxophone since the age 16. I even though my grandmother lived on this side, I grew up in Southeast too. So I went to Anacostia and used to have to walk that hill up the Bourne Road to Oxford Manor.
Wow. Okay.
The OM crew. Yeah, we was just talking about some of them cats. Earl Hawkins that swam on Howard University swim team. Yeah, they were just recognized as being the first African American swim team on Sports Illustrated.
Wow. Okay.
And my brother Earl Hawkins, we used to swim together up at Oxford Manor, that OM crew. And David Grogan, all us, man, we grew up together. But that's about them. Like I said, I've been playing since I was 16. I've been in and out of different in go-go bands. I've been playing in go-go bands, in and out of different go-go bands from around this area.
Right.
I started with this one band called Black Love.
Black Love.
Do you remember that?
Remember
That's before your time.
No, hold up. That was a band called Black Love. My father had a band back in the day.
It was another band that came out
Love.
called Black Love later on. But this was Judd Owens. Right. Judd Owens. We had picked up this band out of Sea Pleasant, Maryland, called Black Love, and that was with Leon Thurston, Tony Williams, and my man Poogie and Wendy that played drums. Some very talented brothers that came out, and then later on picked up different members. Anthony Ulala, Tony Williams. Tony Brown, Anthony Brown. He used to play with EU.
Okay.
Daryl Haynes, Toddy, and played with EU. He was in the butt.
Yeah.
And Mike Teller, Go-Go Mike.
Tyler
all of
used to
us.
do with Hot Cold Sweat too, right?
He may have, because I
Yeah,
was with
Tyler
Hot
used to
Cold
be
Sweat for a little
way
while too.
Okay.
You know, my history
Okay.
of playing in and out of different go-go bands, you know.
That's that go-go history, man. It
yeah.
go deep. It go deep, y'all.
Yeah.
That go-go history go deep.
Yeah. I wound up playing with for Black Love for a nice little while.
Okay.
And then wound up playing with this at a group in C Pleasant called Stratocast with D Lee and Kevin Lee. And that's how I picked up the name KO.
KO.
When you growing up in the neighborhood and you got so many Kevins in the neighborhood, man, like they every time you turn around, somebody say, Kevin. I'm like, yeah. They say, no, not you, Kevin Lee. So I say, man, we got to do something about that. So I say, look, call me by my initials,
Right?
Which is K. My first initial is Kevin. K. My middle initial is O for Orlando.
Okay.
So it's not a knockout, y'all. I'm not no boxer and stuff. So don't get scared. I ain't got number love for you. But I can use these though. Yeah. But I'd rather use my horn and get you with that.
Well said.
But wind up playing with Stratocast, leaving Stratocast, living in Southeast, and going to Anacostia, and wind up playing with the Chance Band.
Chance, wow.
Wound up playing with Chance Band, and after that, Reds from Reds and the Boys needed some horn players and asked me to come play with him.
Man, horn players are rare these days, man. They took the music out of school, out of the schools. But
it's a shame. Y'all to be ashamed of yourself.
Man, took that music out of there. But
y'all know what y'all doing. But we need to bring it back, and I know what y'all did.
Yeah, some kids suffering out here. Yeah. But yeah, horn players and brass players itself, they are rare. And thank goodness a structure like Go-Go allows inner city kids in our city to adapt and be able to use certain instruments. Like we use all that cowbell, for instance. If you don't know, we make the most out of our instruments.
I want to tell you, we had a story. Our manager of Black Love, he used to make fun of one of our percussion, say, I can't remember the percussion player name. He say, we had to go out the country and snatch a real cowbell off a cow.
Yeah.
The fun days.
And it's syncopated.
Rest in peace, Judd Owens, man. Judd Owens, yeah.
It's syncopated. We were able to use all of our instruments and syncopate them and make everything fit into the spaces. It was amazing. It's not just banging on drums and banging on instruments. It's actually syncopated and very looped. It's looped and it's call and response to the audience. The head rapper got to call. I'm getting chill bumps. Man, must be around me or something. The Coliseum holds a lot of memories.
A lot of memories.
Washington Coliseum. That's what we taping live and direct. A lot of history. Uline Arena. This is the first place where the Beatles played back in 1964.
Sure
they came to America. Boom, right here.
It's the biggest place I ever performed in. I never performed at the Capitol Center, but the Washington Coliseum. I played here with Experience Unlimited. I played here with Reds and the Boys. Reds and the Boys, we came out on the show, had long johns and baby diapers. If anybody got any footage of us coming out on the stage, baby diapers. you thought Parliament Funkadelics, boy. We came out there, and they handed us, this is y'all uniform, y'all costume for this show, man. We just died laughing like, no. But it was nice.
Reds used to be in my building, man. I grew up before I moved to Northeast. I grew up in King Towers up in Northwest. And Reds used to be there as a little boy, you know what I'm saying? And I went to school like Holy Redeemer up here too, that's KO. Holy Redeemer was KO, boy.
Right, I went to Catholic school too.
Next to Walker Jones, man. We just So anyway, another story.
I went to Our Lady over on on Panorama by the Panorama Room in St. Teresa too. So
I was too young to go. I wasn't going to Go-Go's back then. I was a little too young to go to the Coliseum, but definitely rich history here, man. Definitely rich history here. So but Reds was cool, man. Reds was, get heads up to all the kids.
I learned a lot from Reds, man, because Reds came from playing with RE with Rare Essence and his discipline and his ear and his what he can hear and stuff. He could play that guitar. Say, here you know, Kevin. He played them notes on the guitar and give us our parts, man. And nobody's playing in unison. Everybody had a part that was different.
Now another guy, speaking of Rare Essence, the Robbie Gordon. He has he did acid jazz back in the 90s, but he's on my breaks.
Okay.
He was ranked number 1 at one time for bass player in the world, but he came from Southeast. He played with Red Essence. He was Red Essence's first first bass player. Then he went Robbie Gordon. Then he went to do Dynamic Superior, Shoo Shoo Shine.
Right.
That's him on the bass.
Okay.
Then he left there and he joined Gil Scott Heron. He plays all the bass lines on Gil Scott Heron's music.
Wow.
So vicious.
A lot of talent coming out of DC.
DC.
So much talent come out of DC, man.
So but yeah, man. So getting back to them riots, man. You say that was before the riots.
When I was there,
back then,
8th Street.
Man.
Yeah, we were at the time. My grandmother had a house by Sherwood Playground on 10th and G.
Okay.
In between, right down the street from where Ben's Chili Bowl sit right now. And I was amazed when they did, the whole thing with the gentrification, and they brought all the stuff, and they even had the HR 57. It moved right next door. Right. That's a jazz club. It used to be the jazz club. Okay, yeah. And I was saying, man, if they'd have had that back when I was a kid, no telling my skills. My skills are all right now. I don't give. It's still like a hobby to me and stuff. I've been playing for so long. So
well, you played with Roz Lidge. Give it up for Roz Lidge. My brother
Roz Lidge.
Bass. Yeah. Roz Lidge is the original.
That's how I met G.
Yeah, that's how you met me. My brother. I used to go to my brother's shows and right. Yeah. And Roz was matter of fact, he was Physical Wonders frontman.
Yeah,
from back in the day, and Physical Wonders, they were the band that got our band started. We clicked up, and we
used to play with them up Cherries back when I used to play with Air Raid. I played with Air Raid too. Man. I played with Plus Reds, and it was funny thing when I started playing with Reds. And we used to play up there with Chance too.
Okay.
And most of the people that were coming to see me with Chance started coming to see me with Reds, and that was a nice transition too. They didn't want me to go with Reds, but they still followed us and stuff. With Bobby Smook and his brother Troy, and yeah, I think Bobby's still playing. Yeah.
Well, what's your specialist? I mean, you're a saxophone, but which sax? The alto, the soprano,
the tenor.
Okay,
yeah, the tenor. I like traveling with my soprano because it's so small. Okay. But now that I found a new love, I didn't bring it today, unfortunately. But y'all can catch me on Instagram, on social media and stuff, and at Kevin O. Miller or Kevin Miller on Facebook, and KO Sax 17 on Instagram, and you see little things I'm doing with the new electronic wind instrument called the Aerophone. It's an AE20 electronic wind instrument.
Wow!
And that instrument there, man, is, I'm telling you, my first instrument that was given to me at this brother. I met him at Bethesda Blues and Jazz, and I gave him my seat. And he said, you play saxophone? In conversation, I told him I play sax. He said, if you give me lessons, I buy you one.
God.
This was like in January 3 years ago. So I've been playing now electronic wind instrument for like 3 years now. And
so does that allow you to use less wind?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And articulations and stuff, you can still articulate because it has a reed on it, but it has a thing inside
like a valve.
Some kind of metal piece that comes in that picks up almost the same thing like when I'm playing the sax.
Okay.
So I can manipulate the instrument. I should have brought it. You can have me back.
Yeah, you come back. Yeah, I do like having repeat my repeat guests. Yeah. So what band are you playing for now?
With Pure Elegance. With Pure Elegance, the sexiest way, featuring Shorty Carleon.
What's up, Shorty?
And Shorty Dub. And how you pronounce the sister name? she gonna smack me upside my head when she see me. Shaquanda. Yeah, she had one real. I ain't gonna say that shit. I gotta say hood names. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. She's a beautiful young lady. Very nice voice.
When do y'all hit and where y'all play at?
We just did the MLK anniversary. They had a panel of people talking about the future of go-go music. That was just past Monday. And yesterday we just did a private event. That was real nice.
Tell me about that.
That was nice. Hooked up with Kevin Silk. had us hooked up with one of his friends' birthday, Priscilla, her birthday celebration. It was real nice. It was a house party.
Nothing like a good house party.
Oh man, house party with tables and food.
Like a good house party.
So much food you couldn't. I didn't eat anything, but it was just so much, man. It was so nice. Had my man Stinky Dink over there. Stinky Dink and what's his name? Thomas, Chris Thomas.
Chris Thomas.
Yeah, is it Thomas? I'll tell who's would be the mayor.
The mayor. I was just telling somebody about a story about Chris Thomas. Matter of fact, let me share this with you. Chris Thomas, back in the day or whatever, he used to come to the dealership that I worked at, right? The Chrysler dealership. And he had a little thing going on TV or whatever. So I was like, Chris, what's up, man? I'm trying to be actor, man. La, la, la. He was like, yeah, okay. So I kept messing with him. I said, Chris, come on, man. What's up? My name's Gary, man. I'm trying to do this, do that. He was like, man, you want to make it? You got to go to LA. And I was like, man, we ain't trying to help him up. That was in like, back when I was at the dealership. So 6 years later, I ended up in LA. And he was right. I was like, damn, he was right. I left. I had to go to LA. That's what he was telling me.
Your father said that to me.
My father said what?
We had to go to LA. Well, he had
he was out in LA.
Yeah, he had all them cameras and stuff.
Yeah, he had his own production company.
Yeah.
He had a TV show on Continental Cable called Urban Survival Techniques.
Is he still playing?
My man, Pop's killing
it.
He down
His father's so talented. One man show. One man show.
He down Jacksonville. That's Tronic Vision. That's not only he played the music, but he always produced and do and stuff like that. See, that was the that's why I went out California. So I learned the business while I was out there. The whole time with him every day, production. He had me everywhere. He was planting bugs in my seeds in my head. But Jacksonville Airport, man, he's a one-man show. Yeah, he down there killing it. While you doing your layover, he down there playing from Phantom of the Opera. He
was the first time I played a electronic wind instrument. Because he had one.
He had one. When you would start talking about it, I remember he had a silver one. Yeah, it was a silver, looked like a little sax. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he was a one-man show.
Heads up, Pops.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good. Because my father, he's a musician. When he was living here, man, y'all was like,
man. Yeah, he was cool. He was cool. Yeah, real cool. Yeah,
cool. But dang, man. So you bought the sax,
right? Yeah.
Right, we might give my viewers a little tune, a little something when we come back from break. So.
Cool.
All right, so y'all heard it. I'll do that. Back with the musician KO. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Peace.
And we are back with my guest, musician KO. That there was Robbie Gordon. That's what I was talking about earlier. Acid jazz. You want to look up and hear some of Robbie Gordon's beautiful acid jazz or whatever. You know, in Europe, he's blowing up. Oh, Robbie.
Nice music.
Go to YouTube and look up Robbie Gordon. That song is called Miles to Dizzy, from Miles Gillespie.
Wow.
Wow. Miles Davis to Dizzy Gillespie. Don't you hear both of them in there? You hear Miles and you hear Dizzy.
I got a chance to meet Dizzy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Went to Blues Alley, and my supervisor, I was working at Woodward and Lothar downtown. My supervisor took me to the concert. And when Dizzy took his break, he was sitting up at the bar, and I had a autographed picture of him, but it was an old autograph, an old date. Wow. So I walked up to him and I said, Mr. Gillespie, can you re-sign this for me? And I handed it to him. I said, the date on it is an old date. And I guess it was another appearance when you were here. And he said, and first thing to click, that's why they call you Dizzy. Because he was funny. Yeah. He was funny. He just started laughing and stuff out of nowhere. At me just walking up to him when I told him, about the autograph and stuff. But he was nice. He signed it and everything. But that was nice.
Keep that. Laminate that.
I lost that. I lost that through I lost a lot of stuff back in the day.
Tell me more about your backstory.
Yeah. That journey, man, through drug addiction and stuff. DC was so they pushed so much drugs in DC, and not saying that I had to take it, but a lot of people did. I tried to be a dealer, but I wound up being my best customer during that time. That was my break in the music and stuff, where I was in my addiction back in the day. The whole not yet me, I still got this, I still look like that,
right? And
all of a sudden, all that stuff will just disappeared up in the puff that I was smoking, all that crack. But through the grace of God, man, and through this ministry I went through called Save the Seed Ministry down at in Waldorf with Reverend Shine. And that was a powerful ministry, man. That was a powerful ministry. My brother, Quake, Channing Rand, we grew up in Oxford together. We used to swim back, and there was the guy that swam with. Yeah, all us to swim together. And Channing, man, just sowed seed into me to come on into the ministry, man, get off the street. Because he was out there.
Right.
He was out there. And I was like, man, I ain't going anywhere with Shine. They down there preaching about Jesus and stuff and stealing money from the people. And I went in there. Wow. Get off them streets, man. During that time, man, the addictions of crack cocaine was overwhelming in the District of Columbia and in the surrounding metropolitan DMV area. It was just overwhelming, but I learned so much during that time in my life. I traveled more during that time. The 11 months I stayed in the ministry, man, because most of the money that we did for the ministry, that we worked for the ministry, went back to the ministry. That was for our stay. I went up to Wyoming, up in Pensacola, Florida. We were doing work in on at what you call it, power plants, retubing condensers and stuff in the power plants.
So you
and
learned
stuff.
to trade.
I ain't know what I was doing, but I'm telling you, God did.
There you go.
God did. Only thing I had to do is listen to what God said. He said, "Do it like this." They just called me Hercules on the jog. I was strong as an ox, man. Being off off that addiction and stuff, and the drugs and stuff, man. Spiritually, I wouldn't take back none of that. I learned a lot. Even right now, learning about people, how they judge you and stuff. Because now, I mean, I found out that I was my problem. I used to hear brother always say that, through his addiction and stuff, and that he was his problem, and I was my problem because I thought I could handle it, but everybody does.
But you bounced back, man. So
man, look, when I came back, I played with this gospel group called Purpose, right?
Okay.
And I stayed with them for a little while, and then wind up playing with Backyard. Started playing with Back. And the funny thing about playing with them and stuff, and they knew I was like, y'all can ride with me. I was smoking cigarettes and stuff before I started back smoking cigarettes and stuff. I knew some things I had to give up, and I wound up, getting rid of that addiction as well. But the guys love riding with me. They smoke their little weed and stuff, chronic level. What's up, Wincy?
Well, hold up. But you played with Kevin there. Kevin Whitaker.
That's
my man. He came from Showtime.
That's what I'm saying.
He was our first
there you go, them Kevins
again.
Woke
up and he went
Cali. That's why he got Cali.
Yeah. I seen him about a week ago.
Yeah,
my man.
That's my man too.
Oh, he fattened our band up, and we added him to our band. Oh man, everthing fell in place. We already went. Kevin just came.
That's my man. Yeah. He said K. He called me the Prince of Zamunda.
Yeah, Kevin quirky and funny, man.
He's funny.
He's a funny dude.
Funny. Yeah, because you look at a picture that I share as an old black and white picture. It's the only picture I've seen of myself at that very young age and stuff.
Really?
I was like 13 months,
and he called
black and white. Yeah, because he saw the picture. I posted a picture on Instagram. Wow. Cali got jokes. He got jokes for days, man. But them brothers, Backyard, Gingers, Wincy. Me and Wincy still talk now and then. Actually, we did Can't Mute Us song, Pure Elegance did, and that hook that Wincy sang, I wrote that.
Dang.
I wrote that.
Yeah.
You can't mute us because it's in our DNA.
There you go. And give it up to Boy Wonder, who is starring in a leading role of Roosevelt's production, Say Less, his next film. Boy Wonder is the cousin of Genghis.
Of Genghis, right.
And he was here on my show. He was just trying to get in the movie. So I was like, I'll contact him, Kid Roosevelt. And I called him out. And I got him in touch with Roosevelt. And 2 months later, Roosevelt made him the lead in this movie. So he got his first start. The premiere coming out April 2nd. Y'all look for that. It's Say Less, star by Roosevelt production, starring Boy Wonder, Lionheart on Instagram. Check him out. So before we let you go, I'm trying to hear some riffs, man.
He trying to hear some of this horn.
Yeah, man. We're gonna see what KO got in store for us, ladies and gentlemen. And you got the baritone sax.
What's the alto?
Oh, the alto. Oh no, the tenor. Okay. Yeah, the baritone would be a little more. So we got a tenor right here, man. We're just gonna let him just shoot some riffs with us right quick, and y'all can check him out on his next show. That's with Pure Elegance. I don't know where they play. He'll tell y'all that in a minute. So let's see what you got for. That's KO on the sax. That's KO on the sax, y'all. And why don't you tell my guests, I mean my viewers and my guests, where you could be found and where you're showing and your billing, and where you can find where does Pure Elegance play, and where can they
Well, we're
find
not
you?
playing anywhere on a regular right now.
Okay.
We're going through a drummer transition right now.
Yeah, I know how that be.
And so we're just trying to lock that thing back in, you know.
Where can my viewers find you, just in case they want to hire you for your tunes?
I'm KO Sax 17 at Yahoo. You can contact me as KO Sax 17 at yahoo.com.
Okay.
And I'm also on Instagram as KO Sax 17. And I'm on Facebook as Kevin Orlando Miller or KO.
Yeah. I'd like to thank you for coming on my show, bro.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, man, it's been great.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Amber Jazz. Thanks for tuning in. The year was 1737. The ship had just come in from the east. The cargo was being offloaded in Charleston, South Carolina. Greased down, separated for sale. The cargo was humiliated and beaten as a means to control. Children were separated from their mothers, never to be seen again. This indigenous cargo provided intensive labor which transformed into abundant wealth for a growing nation. The indigenous cargo survived all atrocities and the march of time. They became heroes.
Oh, back again on the Gary Gullah Radio Show. My next guest is another wonderful lady I'd like for you to get to know. Live and direct and full of effect. It's Ninathastyles. Ninathastyles.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Thanks for coming on my show.
No problem.
So, Nina, why don't you tell me and my viewers about you and what you do?
Okay, well, my name is Ninathastyles. I'm 23 years old. I'm from District Heights, Maryland. I grew up basically over there my whole life. Like I said, I'm 23, so I've been living there since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I've always been into hair. Like when I was 16 years old, I've always wanted to wear wigs and tracks, but my mom was like, "No, you don't know how to take care of it.
Wow,
that's too grown." You know, she's old school, so
okay,
we don't play all that. Like she's
right.
like, "No, that's too grown. You gotta wait." So then eventually, I cut my hair, and she was like, and I asked her again, like, "Yeah, can I get some tracks?" She's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Where am I put it on?" What am I put it on? I don't got no hair. I can't braid it down. I can't do anything. So I started to make wigs.
Oh.
And because I was determined, I wanted it so bad. And I always wanted like really long straight hair. I always wanted to, take care of my hair. And she would tell me like, you don't know what you're doing. You need to learn a little bit more. So I was determined. I was going to learn. I was going to do my hair. So now I go crazy. Like, okay. I love wigs. Like, wear all types of different wigs, colors, styles, everything like that.
Okay. So that's a entrepreneur business opportunity, I would think.
Yeah, I have my own business. It's Glorious Hair Castle. You can follow me on Instagram. It's connected. It's linked in my bio. My main page is Kamia, Kamia, with 2 underscores. And so I sell hair. You know, do hair installs, everything, natural hair. So the main thing that I want to like bring to the community is I see a lot of girls, they get their hair done and their natural hair is fried. Like they don't have healthy natural hair.
Wow.
They don't take care of their natural hair. A lot of the wigs or people that's doing their wigs, their edges is coming out. You know, all types of stuff. So I want to help these girls restore their hair and also like still be able to wear wigs.
Wow.
Cause I wear wigs all the time. I'm not bald headed.
Right.
You know.
Well, how can you help that? I mean, what type of procedure you can do to do that?
It's
'Cause
just
that's definitely a need. That's fulfilling a need.
Yeah, so it's definitely like I said, it's all starts with your stylist really. Like
Okay.
if your stylist is not well, like a lot of these stylists they wanna come with your hair washed and stuff like that. Like it starts all at the salon. The shampoo is the first initial part of the experience. Like
Okay.
it's no way you come into my salon and you wash your hair at home.
Right.
Like so that's number one because the products that I use and the products that you may use might be better or you know have products or chemicals that treat your hair better. You don't know what you're using really. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. Just start off with a good shampoo. Like I said, if you need any oils or any deep conditioning, anything like that, like don't braid it so tight or
Right.
you know, it's different things that you can do to help. And like I said, a lot of these stylists are, you know, learning from YouTube. So they don't know.
Yeah,
They just
man.
try and get paid.
Yeah, man, that's crazy at the expense of and compromise of your patients or
Clients.
your clients, man. So learn the trade correct. You just can't fake it,
Yeah.
you know. But that's cool. Where did you get the name Gloria? I mean,
Gloria's Hair Castle.
Gloria Hair Castle.
Yeah,
How's
so
that?
it's just something I came up with because I'm a visionary, so I've always dreamed of like building my own house. Like I want to be out there really
That's what I'm
building
talking
it.
about.
So I'm just like
It's a
I'm gonna
bet-
have
that's
a
the better
castle.
way.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
I'm gonna have
better
and
way.
it's gonna be glorious. So you know what I'm saying?
Glorious. I got you.
That's pretty much where it came from.
I
I'm
got you.
gonna build my brand. I'm gonna build my house. I'm gonna build everything from the ground. It's gonna be amazing.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And you already got the hair business going.
Mhm.
And yeah, because that's definitely a need you know, for women to get there. I mean, gosh, all the money being paid to make yourself look beautiful,
Mhm.
you know, and it starts with the hair. So you do hair, I mean, any type of in particular, like your favorite styles
So
or what?
my like I was saying again about the natural hair, I definitely want to focus on that. And then, you know, once, you know, I do everything really, but my niche is really wigs. Like I'm trying to be the next Tater stylist. I'm
Man,
trying to be
if you can rock
like
that,
Eric
them,
and
oh
Tay,
man,
Tater,
that's a
yes, I'm
lot. That's
trying
a lucrative
I love
business.
extensions. Like I said, my when I was a kid, I wanted Pocahontas hair, long straight hair. I've always wanted long straight hair, and my mother would texturize it. I would flat iron it every day. So I love extensions. Like
Hmm.
I can just add this on, and I don't gotta, you know,
Mhm,
wait
mhm.
for it to grow.
Right.
So yes, I love extensions. So wigs, tapings, you name it. I'm learning every day. Like
And
I
I'm
want to learn everything.
and I'm sure my viewing audience would know how to contact you because some of my viewing audience may definitely be interested in
I said
your
once again, you can go on my main page, Kamia Kamia with 2 underscores, and my Glorious Hair Castle page is linked in the bio.
as
So,
Glorious Hair Castle.
yeah, Glorious
Glorious.
Hair Castle.
So what about runway modeling? And I mean, you got the look and the
Yes, I'm actually not into modeling, but
Okay.
I would really, really love to start modeling. Like that is also one of my dreams when I was younger. Like everybody always told me, my family, everybody always told me like, you should model. Like
yeah.
you so tall, you so skinny, like you pretty, light skin, you know. So I've always wanted to model. Like shoot, hit me up.
Right.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
Okay.
work. Like
Okay.
I'm ready to work.
Yeah, you seem very ambitious and ready to go with, you know, whatever opportunities come your way. You
Yeah,
have to
I
seize the
have
opportunities.
I'm not turning down no opportunity.
Right.
Like
Okay.
seriously.
So what else are you into? You got some type of business with financial type of what, Bitcoin or something like that?
Oh
Or
yeah, okay, yeah. So I do trade.
trading. That's what
Yeah,
it
I
was.
do trade. I have a mentor. Shout out to Yo Mike, my mentor. I met him in 2020. He changed my life.
Good.
I'm a Libra. My birthday's in September.
Okay.
He's a Libra as well, and he's very, very understanding. Like, I love Mike. Shout out to Mike.
Shout out, Mike.
But he's my mentor. He has a whole Discord and everything where he have live trainings and everything every week. He also sends signals and everything for people to copy and paste for, like, if you're busy and stuff like that. But he pretty much just show us how to do basic trading. Like, you can make $75 in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
If you take it serious, and it's a skill, so it's not
Yeah.
something like fast money. I know a lot of people see Forex and them Forex people and stuff like that, but everything takes time. Like, you gotta really put your time into it. You
Yep.
can't just think like, oh, I'm gonna just sign up and I'm gonna make $2,000. Like, you could if you a genius,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of studying. It's a lot of really trying.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as that, I will never stop trading ever in my life.
You will never stop trading.
Ever in my life.
Okay. And the more you do it, I guess, in like anything, you become more knowledgeable and you kind of know, especially if you got somebody, training you and showing you the ropes. And
for sure.
stuff
Like
that.
I said, you just take 6 months, sit down and go through the courses. Like I said, they very detailed. They very like, we're visual and hands-on learners. So
Okay.
he has the videos and everything. You can just watch the videos, and as you watching the videos, apply the knowledge. It's like they complicated, but it's just drawing shapes and lines, really.
Wow.
Once you figure it out, once you understand what you're doing, you probably won't ever have to have a job again.
Wow. Yeah. So many ways to get paid.
But yeah, it's like, but I love hair. So,
Yeah.
I want to serve. I want to physically be with people and
Right.
meet people. But like I said, I will always do that on the side. I will
Okay.
never, ever give up.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So what about your humble beginnings and, how did you grow up? What made you evolve into who you are today?
I grew up in a pretty cool home. Like, I lived in District Heights my whole life. My mom is married to my stepfather. They work together. I don't have no, like, real bad story.
That's good.
So
That's good.
I can't really complain. I was a very independent. So a lot of the things that I have accomplished on my own.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So pretty stable upbringing.
It's a stable
Okay.
upbringing, but not a lot of, like, support.
Okay.
It's pretty much like, you'll figure it out. You got it.
Yeah.
But I love them. They great.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good. And it made you who you are today.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's, I just gotta go get it. Like, ain't nobody gonna get it for me.
Y'all heard that?
Ain't nobody gonna get it for me.
You gotta get it.
You gotta get it.
It's nice to see the pre-generations up and abreast on what they gotta do, and the motivation and the drive and ambition is very impressive to see. We all been there, you got to start somewhere, but put your best foot forward and go for what you know.
Yeah, like I always said, like, I had this vision of that house, and it's no way I'm gonna get that house working a 9 to 5. So I need some more money.
You can't do much getting 9 to 5.
I need to be doing a lot of things at once. I can't just do one thing. Like, I love my house. My house was amazing. We lived in a house. Like, a lot of people can't say that.
Right.
A lot of people, had rats and roaches.
Yeah.
So fortunately, I didn't have that, which is great. But that's not the house that I see for myself.
I know that.
So it's just like
dreams. Like Curtis Mayfield say, your dream is your only scheme. So keep on pushing. You can't fake it until you make it. You never make it. You have to follow your dreams and you apply yourself.
Yeah,
it's a long road. Give yourself time, but just always keep moving forward. And
I feel like a lot of people be miserable when they don't at least try, or, like, they harbor that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
you
they think it's too late. It's never too late.
never too late.
It's never too late. But
Yeah, and that 9 to 5 thing is cool for some people, but if you will always be complacent, and you'll get maybe retirement, maybe,
let's
but
be honest, it don't even work
it don't even
nowadays.
work these
My
days.
father worked for 40 something years and got disabled. You think they was trying to give him his
Nope,
money and Social Security and
nope.
all that? It's a scam.
Oh, it's a scam. It is. Same thing with me. Thank God at 13 or something, I cut my leash. I had a God given talent. I had a trade,
Mhm.
and with that trade allowed me to be financially stable enough to grind in this TV and film production business. Rolling out, leaving DC, going to Cali on the rim, driving across country about 10, 15 times back and forth to LA. People that know me know that grind, but
Mhm.
people that don't have no idea. And that's why I'm able to do what I'm doing and get into multifacets of this industry, because I learned the business, man. I left here, I learned the business, was in Cali like every day for a year. Brought my son out there with me
You
because I was
gotta
raising
go.
him.
You gotta get out of here.
You
You
got to get
gotta
out of
go.
here. But
Wherever you from, leave that area. Leave, because the people around you only know what they know.
that's right. They
They
only know
only
what they
know
know.
what they know.
They only know what they know.
And they're gonna tell you, oh no, I don't think that's a good idea. Because they can't see themselves doing it.
Nope.
So it's just like, ideas are transfer, they're energy. So you might get an idea like, oh, let me create this, and then you don't do it. You go on your social media, since that's the fastest way, and see like, dang, I just said I wanted to create that. Yeah, because you ain't act on it, somebody gonna do
Yeah,
it.
somebody gonna do it.
Somebody's gonna do it. So don't stop thinking stuff is impossible because Papa, Grandma couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't have what you have now, and they content with
Just
the rat race.
right. Yeah, and these days you got like, oh man, the social media outlets to have what we have now and not being able to take advantage of it is sad. And we didn't have this one in the early stages of our DC. We do have a DC film and music scene here.
Mhm.
Whether we have entertainment attorneys that can sign, or decision makers that can green light deals and sign checks, that's what we're missing. But yeah, you're right. You got to get out of your environment and you got to see how badass you really is in another environment, and you got to see if you got the chops or you got the ambition to do it.
You might feel like nobody. You might feel like nobody here at home, but you go somewhere and it's like so many people.
Where you from? Oh my
Yeah, oh my
God, this and
god.
that. Like,
You be
yeah.
feeling like, hold on.
hmm But when
Just
you
because they too close to you, they don't see your potential. People closest to you don't. Oh, you just Nina.
you
You know.
girl, do something,
Oh,
or man,
girl.
go.
When you make it, call me.
Yeah,
Call me.
yeah,
No, why would I call you
yeah,
then?
yeah. And
Why
then
would I call you
those
then?
are people that want to keep their thumb on you to make sure, because they got a
Mhm.
wrong perception of who you are.
They don't. They don't. Okay, I might have been that Nina when you met me or when you came into my life, but I change every day.
Right.
So I'm telling you, I got
Every
something going on, and
day.
I need you there because you know what I'm saying. You my peoples. You supposed to be able to be like, you know, I support you. You change. You know, people change, and it's like people don't want to see you better than them,
That's a key
especially when they're
point.
close to you.
That's a key point. Change every day. You have to evolve daily. It's fine to be patient and take your time,
Mhm.
but no, good things don't come to people who wait. That's a twisted analogy, but it's evolution. You have to evolve in thought and process and procedure and habits. You have to evolve. You cannot stay the same every day. Your life should have branches and tree branches where you got to, and that's how you get your blessings. But wow, man, very intelligent you are. Not only intelligent, I mean, some of the things I hear you saying and some of the things I say, and I'm like blown away. I'm like,
No,
wow,
yes.
you
Like I
know.
said, I get that a lot. Like I'm only 23, but I feel like I I watch everybody. I listen. Like you know what I'm saying? So I do that because I don't want to be 60 and just now retiring. No, I want to be on my yacht chilling, doing living my life now while I'm still can move and my back ain't
That's
broke.
right.
Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So if that's what I need to be hearing now,
Now,
it's time to get it done. Like, why
now.
wait until, no shade to anybody that have children, but I don't have any. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Wait till I have responsibilities and everything like that.
Right.
And life is harder.
Then it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
You can do it. I did it. I raised my son.
No, you.
But
Everybody can
you
do
can
it.
do
But
it.
the struggle
But
is
the
is
struggle is so much, more.
more. Mhm.
But hey, like I say, man, you really gotta make good, solid choices, and especially those years from 18 to like the early 20s. You, especially if you have some type of drug. Luckily, you had something in your childhood that kept you from being pre-programmed, or you had something like me. I had a distraction to keep the forces that indoctrinate our kids and our people. If you don't have any source of any type of
I don't know about. I mean, maybe you have to explain it a little bit more, but I feel like I'm just the black sheep. Like I just never was the one to follow the rules if the rules didn't make sense to me. I'm gonna ask questions like, why do I gotta do it that way? I want to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, no shade or no disrespect to my family,
right.
but why would I do it y'all way? Y'all don't got the house or the cars and everything that I want. You know, I never was an office girl who wanted to, like I said, work the 9 to 5, sit in the office. Like that's great. That worked for my mom. She lives a wonderful life. She takes plenty vacations and, she raised all of her kids and everything. So that's great. But you still got to come back from that vacation and recover. I don't want to have to recover when I take a vacation. So it's like, I'm on a whole nother tax bracket. I'm not trying to be working a 9 to 5 bracket.
What's up, Kenya? Hey, yep, you have a great thanks. Thank you, Kena. Thanks a lot. But yes, man. Oh man, yeah, you are the percentage of those who, again, I'm the black sheep too of my family, but I mean,
you gotta break these generational curses. I gotta make it.
Right. I was trying to be the first one in my family to be a millionaire.
Yes.
You have to acquire wealth.
Zillionaire is what I told my mother. I think I was about like 15. She was
you
like,
have to acquire
how
wealth.
you gonna do that? I said, I don't know. But zillion, I ain't never heard of that. I ain't never heard of that. So that's what I'm gonna be.
You got the bar set high.
The last letter of the alphabet. I'm trying to.
Yes, you have to acquire wealth. You cannot do it to being complacent or having a slave mentality. Like, but you have to do something outside of just working. You have to manifest your destiny.
Mind you, you don't even feel like a human. Like you can't do anything for yourself. Just imagine, like you come home, you done sat in traffic. You got home at 7 o'clock. You barely want to cook. You got up at 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? And all these energies around you, all doing the tasks that ain't gonna benefit you in no way, and you get a standardized amount. By the time you come home, you going back to sleep so you get back up.
Yep, it's a rush hour format mentality. It's a conditioning. It's a conditioning process, and it allows you. You'll never step outside and pursue your own dreams, or some people want to.
You barely even got time to work out and keep your health together.
And again, that's the format that we are under
That's
this.
Where we're going.
Well, we always been under that. It starts in kindergarten. You have that moment between you're a baby, and before you get to kindergarten, if you find a niche before you hit kindergarten, then you might miss, or you might not get the conditioning process because you have a distraction in your life, like a dream or something that you want to be, and that took precedence over.
But it also takes that kindergartner parent to push their kids to do that, because you can have a dream and then never be able to act on it, so you get stuck back into the matrix.
That's true, the matrix. Hey man, hold up, you scaring me. hey, because you scaring me, Charlie, because that's how me and my friends, we be talking about this matrix stuff, and you see the world through a broad lens, like you're using words and buzzwords and phrases that you know, that lets somebody know that you're definitely keen and sharp on your senses, and you see what you see, not what you think you see, because you're in the world as a young lady, and you are already has taken on some advanced type of positions and behaviors, and just your drive and ambition as a young lady is just, it's amazing. It's wonderful.
I thank you for that. Thank you.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Nina the Styles.
If you're there like me, then they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring me down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe. If you're there like me, then they gonna hate me now. All they wanna do is try to bring you down. Sometimes I better stay to myself, cause I just don't know if you're a friend or a foe.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Gary Gullah Show. Yes, it's Supermodel Sunday, but we got Ninathastyles, and she's a wonderful young lady. She's into a lot of different things. You know, entrepreneur. She's trying to get into, you know, show business, and she's just trying to get the bag. She's trying to get wealth. She's trying to acquire wealth, and that's right. We want most of our younger generations to start thinking about acquiring wealth. It was wonderful to have you here. Anything you would like to let us know before we let you go?
Yes, I appreciate having me. Thank you, of course.
Thank you.
Like I said, my Instagram name is Kamia, Kamia, 2 underscores. My hair page is linked under there. I would love to meet some of you all and, you know, do you all hair, get to know you all. Just a little bit more about me. I actually do music on the side.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Tell us about that.
So I actually have like a bunch of friends who do music, and they've been taking it serious for a really long time. And they it started off as like a little thing, like oh, you should just get in the studio, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was just like, okay. And then I got in the studio and I made a song, and they was like, oh, we love this song. They planned it. And I'm like, y'all serious?
Wow.
I know y'all not serious. Like, y'all really liked it? They like, yes. So I do music, but I haven't shot any videos or anything. I just did like 2 songs this month.
What about film work? You ever thought about acting, or, you know, playing a role in a movie or something, or producing, behind the scenes, set director, assistant producer, anything?
I'm a very fast learner, and I love doing new things. So I never thought about being an actor, but Don actually asked me in our meeting the other day, like,
okay,
have you ever thought about acting? I'm like, I'll do anything.
What's up, Don? That's the Don.
Like I will acting, modeling, hair. Like, I'm interested in just meeting new people and like traveling the world and doing all types of things.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be stuck at my home. Like I was saying before, like, I want to explore the world.
You're going to explore the world. Matter of fact,
I'm going to explore the world.
I'm going to holler at a few of my casting directors, producer friends, and, you know, people in it, see if they can use, you know, any talent, because you're definitely a well-rounded and very talented young lady.
Yes, like I said, I'm a very fast learner. My mom called it jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
Master of none. I literally do everything. Like, I told someone the other day, I like this pretty girl, but I know how to change brakes. I do an oil change. Like, my father told me how to do an oil change. I be up like, ho, I don't think you're doing that right, sir. Don't mess my car.
Amazing.
I learn everything. I want to learn everything. Like,
that's what's up, man.
It's because, like, you'll never expect it. And I love being underestimated, because when not to say I'm cocky or anything, but you think I can't do that all the time?
I love it. I use that as leverage. You underestimate me,
like, okay,
I use it as leverage. And then
bet.
when you keep winning, they get mad. They get madder and madder. Then they got to give up. Be like, you know, you a bad MF, man. I'm sorry for even doubting you for 2-3 years, but the underdog sometimes come out on top too. But wow, man, you have inspired me today. You haven't inspired me, and I'm sure you inspired my viewing audience. We're gonna again, yeah, like I say, it's a lot of good stuff coming up. We're going to we're gonna just put you out there. I got a couple of people that might want to look at you and just give you a little screen test.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Also, if you or someone want to be a guest on the Gary Gullah Show, DM me at Gary Gullah Show on Instagram.
For sure, I'm gonna tell my friends. Shout out to Yo Mike, like I said, Yo Mike, my mentor for Forex. Shout out to Little Marty, Big Size, all my friends that do music. Shout out to y'all. Come on the show. Great guy.
I'm a great guy.
This is my first time meeting him.
Yeah,
this is
she cool. Yeah, it is. See? Yeah, so we're doing it big right here. We got a lot of good stuff. It's film season. A lot of good stuff coming up on the Gary Gullah Show. Some movies, we might be live and on set here. We shooting a film here on I can't, I'm keeping on wraps in a few weeks. We're gonna be live on set right here. We having we're gonna show y'all how, the back scenes of a movie film production scene. But yeah, we doing that. And give it up again, Boy Wonder. We got him hooked him up. We hooked him up with Roosevelt, and Roosevelt and put that boy, instead of giving him a part, he put that boy in and gave him a leading role in the next film called Say Less. That's coming out April 2nd. It's going to be a premiere. Y'all look out for that.
What is coming out on?
It's going to be a premiere, a movie screening.
Okay.
And he got stuff, Roosevelt got stuff on Tubi also. He got Queen, District Queen. Yeah, a whole lot of stuff, man. But yeah, I'll thank you for coming, Ninathastyles.
Of course.
And my viewers will be definitely looking for you. And she inspired me, man. I'm glad to see people are just coming up and doing their things.
I'm glad to have the opportunity. Like I said, I'm opportunity chasing. Like I'm
That's right.
Bag chasing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grateful to even be here. Like,
Man.
I'm grateful to say that I inspire you. I've never even heard that before.
Yeah, she's inspired me, man. Like, she's witty. She's on top of her game. She's ahead of the game. And I predict she's gonna have a big dream. Her dream's gonna come true. I predict that. I can tell you she's on her path.
Thank you.
So with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. And that's a wrap.
Rastaman dep on spot. Just easy and cool, man.